Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I'm Andy Signor, and I wanted to share some quotes from Kathleen Kennedy. One, because it's information on Indiana Jones 5, which I don't know why we're making that, but let's learn about it. The other was just sort of reacting to news headlines I saw. I saw it all over today of people saying, Star Wars hire its first female director. It's just like this weird non-story to me. Like, can we just hire the best director? And sure, women directors should have the opportunity to do Star Wars, but they are. And then I see a lot of people like, oh, why is Star Wars making it such a thing? It's just they're being woke, and why? Who cares? Just make the movies. The reality is, like, they're not making press releases about this. They literally were asked the question. And I'm going to start there because someone literally asks, which I think is a stupid leading question, when are you hiring a woman? And then you got to answer it. And then she did and said, yeah, we're going to hire women. Yeah, great. Good answer. Stupid question. That's point one. Let's get to that point just because I want to sort of like, why is this a story?
When do you think we'll get a female director of a Star Wars film?
Oh, we've already got them. We're doing Mandalorian. We've got 2 or 3 fantastic women working with Star Wars.
She can't remember.
We just brought in Deborah Chow, who's doing the Obi-Wan series, and no, we're cultivating a lot of great talent.
So a movie could get one finally?
Oh, absolutely, without question.
I mean, duh. Like, what a stupid question. It's such a leading question to get Kathleen Kennedy. Like, so, when are you hiring a woman? asks the man. It's just like, it just annoys me. Of course. And Deborah Chow was fantastic. They should give her a whole Star Wars. They did with Kenobi, but now it's off. But it's such a stupid. What do you think she's going to say? What do you think she's going to say? No. You know what? Star Wars doesn't hire women. We're not doing that. Disney doesn't believe in that. Like, it's just stupid. And then, of course, we have you can find a million headlines. Star Wars to hire its first female director, Kathleen Kennedy says on the red carpet. She was answering a question. She's answering a stupid, loaded question, and she answered it without really guaranteeing anything. And then she couldn't even remember if she had 2 or 3 female directors in her back because she's not thinking about it clearly. So I don't know. That it just frustrates me, the reality of how these things work. Don't just believe every headline you read. Now, here's the real story here for the Indiana Jones 5.
Indiana Jones, because that's the next one you're working on.
We're working away, getting the script where we want it to be, and then we'll be ready to go.
And will it be a reboot, or will Harrison Ford be involved?
Oh, Harrison Ford will be involved. Yeah, it's not a reboot. It's a continuation.
Continuation. And is he up for it?
Oh, yeah. He can't wait. He absolutely is.
Well, so there you go. He can't wait. He's absolutely up for it. We have a continuation of the Indiana Jones movies, which I think if you're going to do it, you got to do a proper, handoff because no offense to Mutt from Shia LaBeouf's Crystal Skull, that wasn't a proper handoff. Not even close. I don't know how you do a new one with the stench of Crystal Skull. How do you do it? I mean, I understand why they're trying to do it because Kathleen Kennedy is Lucasfilm, and that's the other big property she has that should, in theory, print money since they've waited long enough to sort of attempt to forget the stench of Indiana Jones 5. But when Harrison Ford's coming back, all right, I'm a little bit more curious, but I've also seen him come back old. And I've seen them try to reboot it with CGI monkeys, and it's not my thing. So they got to go dark with it. They got to look. Last Crusade is fantastic, a great trilogy, and it had stakes when we met Sean Connery, his dad. You got to introduce a actually worthy version. Now, him meeting his son could have been great. I don't know what Spielberg and Lucas were doing on that movie. It was just a mess. They were trying to like keep the feeling of the old ones, but just it was a bad movie. It doesn't hold up at all. I mean, there's a couple of sequences that I guess are okay. The car chase me. Anyway, no, it's not. Even when they're jumping from, it becomes a cartoon to a point that it's like none of those other ones felt that silly. Like they have realism to it, and they're dark movies, and so you gotta. National Treasure somehow has become better Indiana Jones sequels. The Mummy, better Indiana Jones sequels than Crystal Skull. So how do you bring back Indiana Jones and do it right? Like I'm not a problem with Chris Pratt coming in to help him, but you got to figure out why. So anyway, I will say though I'm a little bit more excited about him coming back. Am I though? Honestly, guys, let's think about this. If they just did like a cool, gritty reboot like Daniel Craig, Casino Royale, but with Indiana Jones, with Harrison Ford's blessing and he's there, maybe he has some other role, and you figure out like a cool new, or maybe that's what they do. Hand off to another archaeologist. Harrison Ford's just too old. Don't make them related. They don't have to have the bloodline like the Emperor. You know what? And just actually go down a cool, hard PG-13, like action adventure movie, like back in the day. whether it's Chris Pratt or whoever they pick, someone with charisma who can actually do a fun, entertaining movie, and then actually come up with a cool like sequences and reason. Like that's kind of what I want. Do I want like the Force Awakens again? No. They tried it with Crystal Skull and it didn't work because they kept trying to force. Oh, remember it's connected. Oh, you might be my son. What? Don't need it. Just make us a cool adventure. Last Crusade did that. Temple of Doom did that. The Raiders of the Lost Ark did that. You can do it right if you just focus on a cool adventure and you keep it dark. All of those movies were dark. They were scary, and I didn't feel that way with Kingdom of Crystal Skull at all. It was and the CGI was terrible, and just the alien reveal at the end. What was going on in that movie? Does anyone like that movie? Please hit me up. Let's have someone defend that movie. Want a nerd war out? Someone defending Crystal Skull? Hit me up on social media. Go follow me there. What do you guys think? Tell me down below your thoughts. Also, the first star of this video, I know a lot of you don't like Kathleen Kennedy. Look, you're allowed. She's made a lot of really fantastic classic films that I got to give her some respect for. But this whole like Star Wars is hiring women, identity politics. Guys, it's not what she's just answering a question. She didn't even make it a point to be like, oh, yes, it's our mission to hire more women. She's just like, yeah, of course, we will. We have Deborah Chow. She's great. Yeah, that's facts. Those are reality. Shouldn't be a headline. Disney, keep doing what you're doing. Hire the best people. Deborah Chow is one of them. Give her a lot more opportunities because she proved her weight. That's all I got to say about that, too. Leave your comments down below. And thank you so much for watching. Some news coming this week, so stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button or join. You don't want to miss out. A lot of stuff coming your way. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.